Last night, I had a dream that I was speaking to this crowd of people. It seemed like there were thousands of people in this theater, or what seemed to be an auditorium. And there was a big bright spotlight shining in my eyes. I could see the people, but I couldn't really see any one of them. Interesting, just a crowd. And it was a ruckus. They're all moving around. There was a lot of noise. And I'm speaking, and I assume I'm speaking about what I always talk about: reality creation and manifesting and all of that. But one thing that was notable about this dream was that there was a voice that kept saying, "Tell them, tell them." I could hear that even as I'm speaking to the crowd. And it kept getting louder and louder, and it felt like it was all over the place. And then finally, it felt like it was right behind me. So as I turn around, I'm facing myself. I'm seeing a version of me who looks right at me and says, "Tell them it's just an illusion. Tell them they're making it all up." Wow. And I woke up. And it sounds like me. It sounds like something I would say to myself. That's why I really love this. So I always keep a pad of paper next to my bed and a pen, just in case, right, as I have ideas throughout the day. I keep these little Amazon lined pads everywhere. And one's right next to my bed, so I write down. I go, okay, I'll write that down. I always say that, so it was nothing that seemed new. But then one of you reached out, and I'm not sure if this was on our Facebook or whether it was on our channel. Our team sent it, but it was a pretty heavy comment. So I'm not going to share all of it. It was just a lot of heaviness about their life, what they're going through, the suffering, and that they just want to give up. They can't. But the main theme was all this manifesting stuff is absolutely BS, and they even used stronger words in this comment that got flagged, because that language gets flagged. You know? And I understand the cry for help. I've tried it all, right? But I want to agree with you. It is all BS. It's all made up. Even the idea of manifesting and creating your life and all those processes and techniques, they're part of the dream. They're part of the matrix. They're part of that reflection, that physical experience where you feel limited, little, that you can't change anything. You are that infinite, limitless being creating that dream, that matrix, that reflection. That I've got to fix myself, I've got to do something, I've got to manifest a better life, I've got to do things to be worthy. That's the BS. But yes, there is an idea of that. Right? The whole manifesting idea in the manifesting community can keep you trapped in that matrix where you manifest a few things. You get a text message. You get back with your ex, and then something else happens. Do you see? It's all an illusion. It's all a complete and utter illusion, but it's your illusion. And I want to talk about what I mean by that. I'm not saying that it's not a real experience. It's a real experience, just like you standing in front of your mirror. I said, if you are real, and you are, your reflection is real. It's just nothing is what it seems. It's all you as that infinite being intentionally creating a limiting perspective or viewpoint of all that you are. But it's your illusion. You are source. You are reality. It's your game. It is the game of life, as Florence Shin called it. Florence Scovel Shin. It is a game. And yes, it can seem like a serious game, but we take games seriously sometimes. But you make the rules. It's your movie. You produce the movie. You project it. You direct it. You produce it. You star in it. But then you get lost you believe that you are that person in the movie, not the actor, not the one to produce it, but actually stuck in that movie. You're all of it. That's the whole idea of being infinite. So yes, I agree with you. And I know that was an emotional posting. And there was a lot in there. But now I'm saying to you, now wake up. Wake up to your infinite nature. Yet, yes, you're right to follow that stuff and to keep trying and believing that's going to change you in your life is BS. Only you do. You're the absolute source of your reality. That's where I want to start today. Physical 3D reality, the physical experience, even as I stand here in what looks like this physical body and this physical objective reality, at the same time, I can be aware of my greater nature. And so can you. Physical reality is an illusion, means it's not what it seems. It's a real experience, just as your reflection in the mirror at home is real. That image of you in front of the mirror, you, I am, your awareness of yourself as a individualized, personalized, localized point of consciousness, or in your physical experience, the physical you, that's real. And so your reflection's real. It must be. It's just not what it seems. You are the substantial and fundamental reality behind the reflection, behind the movie, behind the hologram, behind the dream. Just like when you're dreaming at night. You're dreaming and you're seeing through those eyes of what you believe is you. And all the people, events, and circumstances, it seems all so real. And then you wake up and said, oh, wow. But it was all you. It's all you. You're dreaming it all. Your body and the people, events, and circumstances of your physical experience. But you are the substantial and fundamental reality behind all appearances. That's why the ancients said, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteously. In other words, know yourself as that substantial, fundamental reality behind all physical experiences. I know, and you're going to go, but Tom, what about all the horrific things in the world and all these things that are going on? Surely that's real. I'm saying it's a real experience, but it's infinity experiencing itself from infinite perspectives or viewpoints or vantage points. And so when the ancients say judge not according to appearances, they're not saying don't. They're saying you just can't possibly judge appearances. You can't judge them because you're the substantial reality behind them. Your body, the people meant to do, that's the hologram, that's the dream, that's the movie, that's the reflection. I want to say it again, there's no world without you. I know. But it seems like there is. It seems like if something happens to you, the world goes on. The world doesn't. You're the world. Your reality, it's all you. You are infinity. You are all that is. So isn't everybody else. But remember, everybody else, from your viewpoint, from your perspective, as all that is simply a reflection of all that is, of you as the center. It doesn't mean they're not real. It's just not what it seems. You're creating your version of the people, events, and circumstances. It's all real. It's all reality. It's all you. Without you, there is no reflection. Without you, there is no dream. Without you, there is no movie. Without you, there is no illusion. Just like when we go to a movie, when we watch movies, we get into it. We feel it all. We think it all. We jump around. Like with action movies, I'm always moving. Right? I love it. We're experiencing it all, but we know it's just a movie. It is your dream. It's just a movie. I know. But remember, it's supposed to feel real. In other words, like this is the only reality. Otherwise, how would we pull this off? This elaborate dream or physical projection or reflection or hologram. You are the field, the Father, that I am awareness, that field of awareness, that intelligence, that source, that energy. God, whatever you want to call it, the universal mind, that's you. Knowing, experiencing, expressing itself, or yourself, through your very own hologram, through your very own matrix or reflection of what appears to be separate, limited, physical, objective reality. You are that field of awareness. You're at the center of it, framing that experience, projecting it out, putting yourself in the hologram, in the projection itself, making it so real that you forgot that you're projecting it and reflecting it and dreaming it. That's the whole idea. That's what you as infinity wants. But then you can wake up and know that dual nature, that it's all you. You, the physically focused, individualized, personalized, localized self-awareness, you create the world, or in other words, your world. The script, the frames, the scenes, the struggles, the limitations are all made up by you. You were never limited. You are absolutely limitless. You wouldn't be able to pull this off unless you were limitless. You couldn't experience any limitation unless you were absolutely, wholly, infinitely limitless. Wow. It's your movie that you produce, direct, project, star in. It's all you. Just like your night dream, it's all you. And the people, events, and circumstances are all you. Your awareness of being you. So it's time to become lucid within that dream, like you would in a night dream, where you know it is all you. The field, source, pure potential, the Father, the power, all that is, I am, framing and forming its experience. Who you say you are, hear this, creates the pattern of that holographic reality or universe or reflection or projection that you call your physical experience. Your identity of who you say you are is the pattern. And your own awareness of being is the power. The power plus that pattern creates it all. Wow. It's your hologram, it's your dream, it's your movie, it's your reflection, it's your projection. This means all those people, events, and circumstances and situations that seem separate from you, from your bank account to a home, to the people, events, and circumstances, to the job, to how people treat you or don't treat you. It's all you. You get to decide what's real. You get to decide what reality is. It's your assumptions, your beliefs, your definitions. In that physical frame that seems to not change, it's always changing. You create this idea of a linear experience moving through frames, but it's just you as awareness. It's all an elaborate game of the infinite you limiting itself intentionally to know itself as the limitless you. You forgot your source. You forgot you're the power. You forgot you're the cause and creator of all of it. Now's the time to remember. You never had limits. That's all made up. I am your host, Tom Kearin. And this is the Tom Kearin channel and the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, check out the videos that were posted on both channels. We have a lot of new content, and we also have some vault content, some videos that came from our, what we call the Be Something Wonderful and the Tom Kearin Vault. So check those out. And we're going to have another live event at the end of August. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. With great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin, here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful on the Tom Kearin channel. Until next time, we'll see you soon.